Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome back to our Heavy Metal Hideaway. It's been probably two and a half weeks since we last talked, and I had my sciatic nerve issue. Thankfully, I've gone a couple times to the Winter Haven Spinal and Massage Therapy Center and had a couple real good treatments. Stretched my spine out a little bit, moved me around, stretched me in ways I didn't know I could stretch. And I am about 98, 99% back to normal. So the only thing I have to do is give a little bit more of my time to stretching and make that one of my priorities as I keep training and keep working out. So just to keep you updated on that. A lot of people have a hard time finding time to exercise. Well, there's all kinds of excuses, and I wrote them down here because I lose track of it. It's like people are really creative when it comes to coming up with excuses why not to exercise. And I've basically turned the gym, this gym, my gym at Planet Fitness, my gym at Anytime Fitness, that's my playground. I remember when I was little, I had a sandbox. I think I told you this story. I had a sandbox, I had swings, whatever in my yard. 5, 10, 8 years old, I would like play and do all kinds of things in my yard and have a great time. I don't have that anymore, and I don't have the interest of playing the sandbox anymore or swings, but I do have the gym. So the gym has become my playground. It's where I go to play. And if, as an adult, you don't learn how to play and learn how to have fun, you're going to have a really hard time as you get older. You're going to get old. You're going to get old, bored, sick, and eventually pass away and have a very unexciting older life. So I'm trying to encourage people to go have fun, push themselves to new levels, and treat the gym or treat your activities, your exercise as your playground. All right. So here's some excuses. I'm tired. Okay. A lot of people are tired. Sometimes people wake up tired, and you just have to kind of get yourself motivated a little bit. Eat a little bit. Do something that you know is motivational to you. Not enough time. Arnold has a real good motivational speech where he's talking about how much time people need to work, how much time he spent working, how much time he spent training, how much time he spent eating, how much time he spent sleeping. And you know what? If it comes down to, do I get 8 hours of sleep, 9 hours of sleep, or 6.5 or 7 hours of sleep? If your priorities are that you want to be a strong and healthy person and not have sickness and illness and disease as you get older, you will learn to, as Arnold says, sleep faster. And it sounds kind of funny. Well, how can I do that? Because faster means I'm going to compress time somehow. Well, get to sleep, go to sleep, stay asleep, wake up, and then bam, out you go. If you need a little half hour or hour nap during the course of the day, I'm sure there's going to be time for that, okay? But having not enough time to exercise is kind of like, yeah, okay. If you work out for 1 hour, that's 4% of your day. Is that so much? Like, what are you doing with the other 96%? Sitting online, playing on Instagram, playing on Facebook. I do it all the time. I play on Facebook. Watch Maury on TV or some crap like that. So 4% of your day, if you can spend on exercise, that's 50 minutes to an hour exercising, you will see amazing results. The right equipment. Oh, I don't have the right equipment. Or my gym doesn't have this. Or my gym doesn't have that. Make do. In my case, I'm not a wealthy person, but I belong to Planet Fitness that has a lot of equipment there, and I belong to Anytime Fitness that has some of the equipment that Planet Fitness does not have. In the Heavy Metal Hideaway, we have some things and we don't have some things, but I've tried to make this environment as useful as possible and have as many things in here that we can perhaps make do with. If we run out of the perfect right kind of equipment, we can make do with other things, okay? And blah, blah, blah. I just put down here, I don't know. Give me some down in the comments if you want to drop some other excuses why you can't make it to the gym. That's fine. I'm not motivated, whatever. If you're not motivated, Get a gym partner, get a friend to go with, hire a trainer for God's sakes. I mean, is it worth $200 or $300 a month to hire a trainer to get you motivated and informed and educated to working out so that you live a happy, healthy rest of your life? You're damn right it is. Okay, in my opinion. You just have to make living a healthy life your priority. We see a lot of people, again, I go back to my dad as one, did not make exercise a priority. He made smoking a priority. He made sitting watching TV a priority. He made eating all the wrong things a priority, and he wound up passing away pretty miserably at 75. All right? So if you can't or you won't exercise, is there something you can do? And I'm not making excuses for you. I'm just saying, you know what? If it's that bad, if it's that bad to drag yourself to your car and go to a place where you have the right environment to work out a little bit, lift a little bit of weights, if it's that hard, the least you can do is increase the quality of your food, number one, okay? Eating a lot of monounsaturated foods and soda and sugar and all this stuff, you're literally poisoning yourself because in fact you are what you eat. So number one, increase the quality of your food. If you're not eating enough protein, jack up the protein. Okay? Number two, spend 5 minutes to find out how much you should be eating. I'm on these websites that talk about, like, they're not websites, they're Facebook pages. And one's a keto Facebook page, and one's a Mediterranean diet Facebook page. And everybody's talking, well, you know, if I change over to this WOE, which is like some kind of an acronym for way of eating. And everybody likes to throw WOE around because they think it makes them feel important. If everybody wants to do a Mediterranean diet, that's fine with me. If everybody wants to do keto, that's fine with me. But you know what? That doesn't mean you can sit on your ass and eat 4,000 calories of Mediterranean diet food or 4,000 calories of keto and lose weight. You're not going to be any healthier, and you're going to gain just as much weight because 4,000 calories is 4,000 calories. All right? So it's taking a step backwards. What you ought to do before you go on to any diet, Weight Watchers or anything, is spend 5 minutes to find out how much food you should be putting in your pie hole. All right? How much can I digest and use per day for my sex, my body weight, my height, and my activity level and age? All right? You got to know that, because you can't eat like you're 25 if you're 60, because you'll be 350, 400 pounds. All right? Well, while you're doing that, while you find out how much you should be eating calorically, you should also pull apart the numbers a little bit and find out how much you should be eating as far as protein. And then that will rattle down and start to give you numbers like how much carb you should be eating and how much fat. All right? Protein. If you are a 200-pound person, you should be having 170 to 200 grams of protein a day. All right? That's going to enable your muscles to feed on that protein and replace any lost muscle cells, any cells that you use during exercise or not, and that will keep your muscles strong by eating enough protein. All right? It will keep them strong. It won't make them stronger. It will keep them strong. All right? You can't go through life, if you're a 200-pound person or a 160-pound person, you can't go through life eating 50 grams of protein a day, because your muscles will atrophy. They'll atrophy as if you're sitting on your butt watching Maury. Okay? So you got to keep the protein level up, as well as calories at a point where you should be maintaining your weight or if you're overweight, losing weight. A simple way to do this, everybody, is if you're overeating and if you're overweight, cut your portions in half. You know how much you eat at dinner. You know how much you eat at lunch. If you go to a restaurant and order a Cuban sandwich and it comes with a side of fries and a drink, here's how you do it. You get the Cuban sandwich, you ask the waitress before she leaves the table, can you bring me a takeout tray, a takeout box? She'll bring it over, and before you start eating, take half the Cuban sandwich and put it in a takeout tray with some fries. Close it up. That goes home with you. Now you have the correct portion in front of you that you should be eating. All right? It may not be perfectly correct, but it sure beats the hell out of that whole damn Cuban sandwich. All right? The other thing at home, if you're cooking at home, you don't go back for seconds. On top of that, you don't even take your full dinner plate. You get a luncheon plate and you put your food on a luncheon plate and eat smaller portions. All right? Reduce the calorie intake. All right? Because I'm sure 80-85% of Americans are well overweight. I'm overweight. Okay? I should probably be weighing about 215, 220. I'm about 235 right now. Now that's going to go away shortly as I prepare for a show in November, but that's the way it is right now. Even I'm overweight. All right? So these are the things we got to talk about. These are the things you got to be honest with yourself about. And like I said, if you need motivation to go work out, you need to talk to somebody. You can't just hold that lack of motivation inside you and let it stay inward and let it cause depression and inward thought. You got to let it out. Talk to somebody. Talk to your spouse. Talk to a friend. Talk to somebody who has a trainer. Go to a gym and say, hey, are there trainers? I got to talk to somebody, because these people will help you find your motivation. Okay? They're going to set up the appointment. They're going to go with you to the appointment. They're going to help you go through the workout. You're going to have a plan. Okay? Again, without a plan, you're not going to have any direction. You're going to be drifting in a world of nonsense. All right? So that's it for tonight. That was a long one, and enjoy your evening. We're going to come back real soon and do another video on hand placement and doing bicep curls. Really important. We're going to come back and do that here in a couple days. All right? Thank you, and good night.